Welcome to North Metro TV's Project Heart. The goal of this program is to showcase nonprofit organizations right here in our communities with volunteering opportunities that'll be worth your while. This month, we'll be visiting Avanti Center for Girls. The Avanti Center for Girls provides treatment for young women who are experiencing mental health crisis. This is a unique volunteering opportunity, and a few hours of your time could change the life of a young girl.
I was molested by a man that lived across the street. This continued for about a year or so, and I was also being molested by my best friend, who is a couple years older.
I had an anxiety attack because I actually was sexually abused by my older brother.
I was having flashbacks and hallucinations, and I didn't know how to tell anybody.
My emotions were very high. It's like I didn't know how to regulate them very much.
I was with a boy and I got raped, so I had my first suicidal attempt and I overdosed.
And then so we got back and eventually I went to shock and my legs started shaking very badly.
It was really scary.
My state of mind, it was still like, I don't know what was going on, so it's like I tried to act as normal as I could around friends and stuff.
The more I opened my eyes, the more I realized that the people here are really here to help you. They care about you and they really do want you better.
Avanti Center for Girls is a program through Volunteers of America, Minnesota, which is a nonprofit social services agency that has been around since the early 1900s. Avanti was founded by Bar None, which is our residential treatment center in St. Francis, Minnesota. They identified a need for a treatment center that would exclusively work with girls. There wasn't another treatment center in Minnesota that did that.
And then we decided, well, we'll start a treatment center here. So we researched methods that we thought would be effective. We engaged county personnel, the people, the community basically. We determined DBT, dialectical behavior therapy, would be the primary model. In a sense, it teaches kids how to regulate their emotions. We do a lot of groups, a lot of individual work, there's a lot of family work.
What we see here at Avanti are girls who have what we call borderline personality disorder traits. So they're starting to demonstrate some traits of that disorder, and DBT can stop that and teach different skills for coping, and so that we don't see those kids have the full-blown disorder as adults.
We also have groups for the parents. We have the kids. As they're evolving through the stages of treatment and getting closer to going back home, they will teach their parents DBT skills.
And then pros and cons. So like I said, these are like the concrete skills that you can use.
A large part of the treatment at Avanti is what we call community reintegration. And so we're doing that on several levels. The first level is just reintegrating them back into their home environment. And so they're doing a lot of work while they're at Avanti with the parents. The parents are very involved. They're coming to Avanti at least every week to do family therapy. They get to take their kids home on visits. And that whole process is about, we're providing at Avanti kind of an artificial environment where we're, getting them used to the structure and helping to modify their behaviors and change their lives and their thinking and their way of managing emotions. But none of that's going to help if we can't bring that to home.
We have specific outcomes that we're working towards. They're very elaborate. The primary one is that 6 months after they left here, they're in a place they call home. And that's our primary outcome that we're trying to get to, is that they get to a less restrictive environment, basically that they get back home.
My first 2 weeks, I was on suicidal prevention, which you had to be in scrubs and you had to be in staff supervision 24/7. I was like, this is exactly why I didn't want to come here. I'm not going to get any better and it's pointless to be here. But as I got off SP and I started making progress, I realized more like, okay, it's better to open up and they're here to help you. And it's gotten a lot better since then. I'm really happy that I'm here.
Avanti employs all kinds of volunteers in our work. We've also had through the years several volunteers that have just enhanced the life of the girls here at Avanti. They're in residential treatment, which is a really, really hard, tedious process. They're going through really intensive therapies several times a week. They're talking a lot about very difficult things. The families are asked to do a lot of soul searching and changing, which can be really hard. So at Avanti then, we try to kind of counteract some of that with a lot of fun things. And our volunteers have been able to provide a lot of the resources for those activities.
A good volunteer to me is somebody who's really passionate, who's kind, who can connect with people on a more personal level, and just somebody who really cares about the people who they're volunteering for.
And just primarily, a volunteer needs to have a lot of passion and really love kids. And then it's going to be a good experience.
So Avanti is a unique volunteer opportunity for people because we aren't trying to fit our volunteers into roles that we've created for them. In contrast, we're looking for people who have special skill sets and skills that they can bring, interests, passions that they have in their life that would be beneficial for our girls to experience. Some of our girls, are very passionate about music. Some are very passionate about physical activity, learning new skills, learning new ways to reduce their stress. So that could be, if you're a writer, if you enjoy writing, coming in and working with our girls on writing a poem as a one-time, volunteer event would be awesome. Other volunteers that we've had are like a yoga instructor. We've had dancers come in and work with the girls on kind of their physical movement and how physical movement can help with recovery. We've had artists and musicians come in and do projects with the girls to help with their self-expression and to just kind of help them with new perspectives. Every client is different, and so the more people that we can bring into their lives with different skills and different approaches, each girl is going to take from that person something different.
We've had an amazing volunteer that I can remember a lot. Her name was Miss Crystal, and she was amazing. I was able to work with her really well, and she was another person I really liked to go to because I just got along with her really well. A lot of the volunteers here, like the cooks that we have, you can just get along with them. They're easy to talk to, and they're just amazing.
We also have a mentorship program. It's a more formal volunteer role. We're always looking for role models for the girls that aren't our staff, that are able to have a more personal relationship with the residents. And so the mentorship program can simply call Avanti and say that you're interested in being a mentor. We are only looking for someone who wants to make a difference in a child's life. We would identify a girl that seemed to be a good fit with that person who's interested in mentoring, a girl who maybe could really benefit from having another adult in her life to be a role model and to have a good, healthy relationship with.
For our mentors, we would like it to be a pretty consistent basis in which that they can visit, and that, again, kind of depends on the mentor, whether it's twice or 3 times a month that they are able to come up here. But just somebody who's going to be consistently there. It shows a really big commitment to the girls, and it also enhances the relationship if they can be consistent with that.
Just because you need the help doesn't mean you're weak. It just means you have enough courage to admit that you need the help.
I think the work we're doing here is extremely worthwhile, and I think we're really, really helping girls.
The best part about working at Avanti and just being at Avanti is seeing the amount of change that can occur in a person in a really relatively short period of time.
As I've gone through the program, it's helped me and my family a whole bunch.
Avanti is amazing, and without them, I never would have been able to see the healthy person I am now.
Before we go, we'd like to highlight Anoka County's Retired and Senior Volunteer Program. The program is available for anyone 55 or older who wants to make a difference in our community. RSVP provides numerous volunteering opportunities from phone bank counselors to adult basic education classroom assistants. For more information, call 763-422-7090. From all of us here at Project Heart, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next month.
Change the channel. Change the channel. Make a sound. Share the echo.
Share the echo and show the world your face. It is your right to seek.
It is your right to receive. It is your right to impart.
The doors of public distribution are constantly changing.
It is our duty to bar those doors from closing.
We will not let our voices be silenced through legislation, through commodification, through the lumbering giants pulling the plug. I believe in public access.
I believe in public access. Stay tuned.
Begin transmission of North Metro TV Channel 15. With local professionally produced shows, Channel 15 is unlike any other station on cable TV.
With exclusive interviews and stories, North Metro TV News covers the issues that matter in the community. New episodes premiere Fridays at 6:30 p.m.
High school sports highlights and a recap of your teams Blaine, Centennial, and Spring Lake Park. Watch Sports Den, new episodes each Wednesday live at 6 p.m.
Watch Inside Entertainment to find out which movies you'll want to check out at the theater.
Pierre Roddy to the 10, 5, touchdown Cougars!
Educational and informative programming focused on local events created to inform our communities on issues regarding public safety.
NMTV can also be watched anywhere in the world live, on the web, and on demand at northmetrotv.com.